Just to talk a little bit about the book, for those that have not read the book. The book, how Terry and I came together was we had a real passion about wanting everyone to know that everything was connected. That if we all treated each other and had an understanding with everything we interface with in life, that everything is connected, we would all live differently. We would all give our best to everything we do because of that understanding. And it's interesting where that took place is in the opening story in the book in Athens during the Olympics. During an event of a very high performance event, all of a sudden we were looking and everything turned into this oneness, the sea of oneness. The people performing, the people in the audience, the whole ambiance, all of a sudden everything turned into the sea of oneness. And that's in that place that we really saw within our own eyes that everything is connected because our eyes and our brains are set for separation. And it was very interesting that that happened in Athens because 2,500 years ago, at least, the Greek people talk about everything was prepared for the afterlife and the next life, and they already knew about the light, and they already knew that everything is connected. And here we bring all of that experience and the past of humanity into the 21st century, and we know they've just layered in quantum physics, and all of a sudden, science has validated this knowing that's existed since the beginning of time that everything is connected. So we start with that story, and with that understanding, we take you through decoding. So if we're all connected, how do we decode the mystery of our own human architecture? How do we know who we are? Because so much of who we are is based on belief systems that have been passed down to us or imprinted in our lives or, genetically passed down. So we take you through a process in the book to really flesh out who you are. And once you do that, we help you look at your life story, and we call that your inner legend, because our lives are not just a story. Each one of us, there's a legend that lives inside of us. And from that legend, then how does your soul come through? How does your individualized essence, how do you bring forth what you came here to do? So we teach you that. And in the end of that part of the book, we teach you to choose, what do you want to keep in your life? What do you want to let go? Does it stay or does it go? So you have another layer off of your belief system. You're closer to being closer to your individualized essence. And then we teach you how to create a holistic health practice, because everything is connected, right? So everything you do in your own life also connects to your life and to the greater whole. So whether you put a practice in place that's a spiritual practice, a mental practice, an emotional practice, physical, something that you do every day that enables you to sustain your individualized essence and who you are. So we teach you how to do that. And from that place, we've created, you're ready to then put any goal or action or your individualized essence into practice in your life every day. So we've created a 9-step performance model that takes you through that. And as Maylene said, when you write something down, there's so much research behind getting it out of the abstractness of your neural network and things that float in and out every day. And we say we're going to do something, but we don't have time, or we have a distraction, especially with technology and all the things we're all dealing with today, which we also cover in the book. And we get away from what really matters to us and putting that into action in our lives. So the 9-step performance model is a format that allows you to basically get it all out. And then once you get it all out, you're able to be an observer of your own life. And the power of all this is to be able to share the wealth of who you are. And it's interesting how our story starts with the Greek people, but Socrates, one of the, 2,500 years ago, one of the philosophers and the great minds that still we look to today for knowledge, talks about, not sleepwalking through life. And that's where also the holy being, the other part of our work, is so meaningful to us, because we don't want to just be humans being. We want to be holy beings. We all come from the same source. We're all part of everything. we're all connected. So in that, we want everyone to understand that holiness within them and reach out to each other and everything that and all the exchanges, whether it's a sentient being or a human being or what it is, and with that knowledge. And so we've also created an adjunct to our book that is a workbook that will enable you just to go through the process, because there's a lot more information in the book than we don't, that's separate from the workbook. So holy being, holistic, everything's connected, that was our main mission.